In all the excitement around Apple's announcement of Apple Creator Studio, you may have missed that Logic Pro, both the Mac and iPad versions, are also getting big updates on January the 28th. Here's everything you need to know. Some of these features are coming to both the Mac and iPad versions of Logic, while some are platform specific. I'll talk about the universal new additions first and then move on to talk about what's new with each separate version afterwards. Synth Player joins already existing keyboard, bass and drummer AI session players, bringing with it lots of different chordal and synth-based sounds. Based on the screenshots on Apple's website, it looks like Synth Player has its own unique set of controls rather than using the keyboard player's existing ones. These look to include LFO controls and options separate from the set instrument sound. I'm really interested to have a fiddle with this and see how it works in practice. I'd also assume that it will have its own presets and such, just like other session players too. The chord track was introduced to both Logic Pro for Mac and Logic Pro for iPad back in 2024 and allows users to define chord progressions in the global track section, which session players can then follow automatically. It's a really powerful tool, but it can be a bit of a pain to set up, especially for those who haven't got much experience with music theory. Chord ID aims to make the process of mapping out the chord progression of a project much easier. Chord ID can analyse complex harmonic content from nearly any recording, apparently even imported files and/or stems, which will then automatically populate in the chord track in Logic Pro. So what's coming to Logic Pro for iPad specifically in this new update then? Quick swipe comping has been present in the Mac version of Logic Pro for a while now, and it's finally coming to iPad. This allows you to quickly switch between different takes in a comped vocal stack. In Logic Pro for Mac, this can also automatically create crossfades between comped regions, and judging from the screenshots available on Apple's Logic Pro page, this looks to be the case in Logic Pro for iPad too, which is definitely a good thing. Logic Pro for iPad also gets music understanding features with natural language search in the sound browser to help users describe a loop or find similar loops without having to trawl through individual sounds in a category, use tags, or use filters. This is apparently all AI based and should allow for vibes-based searching through all of Logic's loops, instruments, and patterns. Logic Pro for Mac is also getting some new features, including the introduction of a proper sound library. This looks to have been lifted wholesale from Logic Pro for iPad, with packs being laid out identically and having the same artwork. Hopefully the creator videos and links to artists on Apple Music have made their way across to Mac too. I also hope this means that sound packs were released simultaneously on both iPad and Mac. Previously, Mac users sometimes had to wait months for new packs to appear. Before we wrap up, I do want to mention changes to compatibility. The required iPad models to run Logic Pro for iPad have surprisingly not changed. Any model running an A12 Bionic chip or later can install and run Logic, though some features do require an iPad with an M1 chip or newer to operate. As ever though, I would warn against trying to run Logic on any iPad running an A12 chip, and would definitely recommend an M1 or newer machine if you want to have a good experience. Remember, if you aren't sure if your iPad model will run Logic well, take advantage of Apple's 1-month free trial and find out for yourself before buying into any kind of subscription. You do also need to be running iPadOS 26 to get this new version of Logic. So if you've been clinging on to iPadOS 18 for dear life, you will need to embrace liquid glass in all its glory to get your hands on this new update. Logic Pro for Mac requires users to be running macOS 15.6 or later and be using a Mac with Apple Silicon. That is quite a big change, so if you are still using an Intel-based Mac, you will not be able to use this new version of Logic Pro for Mac. There will undoubtedly be even more new stuff in this update for both versions of Logic Pro. These are just the headline features. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any new information as and when it becomes available. Let me know what feature you're most excited to try out in the comments below, and watch this video next for a full rundown of the new Apple Creator Studio.